Hi there, good morning. It's Lori from Lollipop Paper and Ink. Thanks for joining us today for our Wednesday FaceTime Live. Facebook Live, not FaceTime Live. I was thinking about my kids today. Anyway, I have a really cute little project for you today. It's with the new Curvy Celebrations products that just became available yesterday, and they are like an early release from the yet to be released catalog in January, the January to June catalog. So that's a little bit of a change that we have when they're redoing their catalog distribution and when each of them are coming out. So now the catalogs will be available for a longer period instead of just having the celebration catalog or the occasions catalog just for 1 or 2 months. So this is going to be good for 3 months, 6 months, sorry. So anyway, that's what this is from. That it just became available. I did a video on it a few weeks ago, just with a few sneak peeks. So hopefully you can get to see it. But I wanted to do one and make a little gift box that you'll see. This is really different from how the other that I've made. This is a little bit sturdier, so it really feels more like a real gift box. So we're going to do that, but let me check to make sure I am where I'm supposed to be, and that would be on my page. And okay, looks like I'm coming up there. All right, let me see if I can just share it onto our VIC group, which is our customer group, and I encourage anyone to pop over there and just join, and I'll approve you, and then you'll get to play with us and be part of our challenges. Okay, I shared it. Woo, good. That's always a stress for me. Okay, so today we're going to, before we start, I wanted to, excuse me, tell you about last week's prize patrol. So last week I had several of you share, which I really appreciated, and I did pull a random name, and it is Kathy Schmidt. So Kathy, I don't think I have your address. If you could just PM me with that address, I'll get this out to you. And this is the Let It Snow DSP. It was from last year, but it was the specialty DSP, and it is just I just love it, and it still goes with the It still goes with the Snowman Punch and stamp set that is still available this year. So I was disappointed that this didn't carry over, because some papers did, which was unusual. But so anyway, I have a full pack here. I cut them into 6x6s just so it's easier for me to get it to you. But so if you could, Kathy Schmidt, if you could just let me know, I'll be happy to get this out to you as soon as you PM me with your address. Hi, Linda. Thanks for sharing. So today's prize patrol, which we'll be giving away next week, is the Comfort and Hope stamp set. It's glaring. This was a limited edition stamp set that you could only get, I'm not sure when, but it was Stampin' Up! Offered it after, if you met certain criteria. I forget what it was actually. But anyway, this will go out to whoever name I can pull next week, to whoever shares my video, either here or on YouTube. I do check both places and put all the names in together. Okay, so that is our prize patrol for this week and for last week. I'm going to point you down, and because I do want to take advantage of this time I have with you for to show you what I have for my retreat in a box. I'll give you a little sneak peek. I'm not going to show you everything, because it's some of it I want to be a surprise for you. But let me put you down, and then we can talk about that. So just hold on to your hats, and let me see if I can do this and see how that works. All right, let's check. Okay. This is the box that we're doing today, so we can, and I even added a little gift tag for it too, but we won't be going over that. But let me show you my retreat in a box first. And the reason I want you to see it now is because by the time I come back next Wednesday, the registration will be closed. So it's only going up until Tuesday, if the 10th, and that's if I can, if it doesn't fill up by then. There's a chance, but if I have to close it early, I will. But so I just want to make sure that you all get it. So the basis of the Retreat in the Box is the Warm Hugs bundle and the dies. These are the warm wrap dies. Now this is let me show you the 4 cards. These are the 4 card projects that we'll be doing. Each of them are a little bit different. And then we have, so there's 4 card projects, and there is 4 3D projects that you'll be getting the video tutorial for. I'll have PDF tutorials for the card projects, and all 4 of the 3D items will all have a project sheet to go along with a video tutorial for everybody. So we have a coffee cup, we have a box for your tea bags, we have the carrier, and everybody gets one of those, and all the pieces to decorate it. There's a gift tag attached to that. And then to make sure you're all covered, we have a little K-cup carrier for you also here. So those are part of, those are the projects. What you will get in with the Retreat in a Box is a full pack of the Heartwarming Hugs, which I don't have a full pack because I've been using it, the Heartwarming Hugs DSP, which has beautiful prints to that, a full roll of the red ribbon, the red braided trim, and a full pack of the red rhinestones. In addition to that, you'll also get 4 pillow gifts, and that's what I want to keep as a surprise. So I'm not going to tell you what that is, but so that's all included. I also, along with my retreat, offer an optional class. So the optional class is just, it's 4 card projects, and you get the PDF tutorials for it, you get the kits for all of these, and you do get the stamp set. For the optional class, I always include the stamp set, so it's at a discount because I'm not charging you for the shipping or the tax or the shipping back out to you, because it's all going to go into the Retreat in a Box. So that's the Joyful Holly. And so that will all come together. Registration close. Oh, so the important thing is the Retreat in a Box doesn't come with it doesn't come with the bundle. So you can certainly add it on. There is an option on the drop-down menu for that. You will, if you want to have them exactly the way I have it, you will need the bundle, because almost on all of the projects, I do use these wrap dies and these tag dies and the little embellishment dies. So so I will be sending you the scrap paper for that in the cardstock, but I can't stamp it for you, and I won't be cutting it out for you. So you will need to get this. There is an option on the drop-down menu for that. Okay. All right. So that is that. Registration closes on Tuesday. So look into it now. I'll have the link for that on my blog also. So today we're going to talk about the Curvy Christmas and Quite Curvy. This is all part of the Curvy Celebrations products that are the that are the early release. And we did a little bit on that last time, but I wanted to do something with to make it into a gift box also. So that's why I had this project here for today. I'll also this will all be on my blog this afternoon, like right after I'm done with this and I upload it. It will have the project sheet for this, so you'll have all the measurements, you'll have all the supply list, and you will be good to go with that. and pictures and everything to go through. So you can still just refer back to the video. I'll post the video, the replay of the video up there also. And then there's a PDF there that explains this Curvy celebration product suite for you. It comes with, you cannot get, the Curvy Christmas is just by itself. Now, the dies actually go in here, but it's just that I was using them with the Curvy Christmas for today's project. So this is the bundle. You cannot purchase just the dies or just the stamp set as of yet. In January, when it comes out on the actual catalog, then you'll be able to split it up if you don't want to buy the bundle. But for right now, this is one purchase price for that bundle, and all that information is on the PDF. And the Curvy Christmas stamp set is a separate purchase, and I don't have it, but there's a 6x6 pack of DSP, and that is all able to be purchased separately. If you wanted the whole shebang, there's an option for that too. So so that's just what's going on now. This will be available until January 3rd, until the new catalog comes out, and then it'll be a little bit different how it's going to be offered. Okay, let's get busy now. So for today's project, we're going to start with, and this ribbon is really optional, so you can put that on or not. But I wanted to show you the inside of this is more sturdy than what we normally have with our boxes, and that's because when we're cutting it, you're going to see we'll have an extra flap that will fold over. So I'll have the measurements again on the blog for you in a couple of hours by the time I get everything loaded up. So let's start. We have a piece of, we're just starting with a piece of, this is our base for our box, and it is 9.5 by 7.25. And it's going, don't mind these, I don't know why these are here. And I'm using my scoreboard only because I'm more accurate with the scoreboard, but you can use your trimmer. It's going to be the same. So you'll have the same result. And okay, so I went ahead and I started this just to save some time. But so we have this piece of cardboard. I made mine crumb cake. You can make it white. You can make it whatever color you want. And we're going to score this on the 1 inch and the 2 inch, all 4 sides. Now I already did 2, so I'm just going to do 2 sides to show you here. And I just find like I'm more accurate here. When I use my trimmer, I don't know if it's my eyes or if it's the level. I think that's kind of what got me into trouble last week during our Facebook Live when I couldn't get the adhesive to stick. I think it was just because my scoring was off. So, okay, so this is our base. Now we'll just go ahead and do our lid here, and for this one I'm using real red, and this is 7 by 7 5/8 by 5 3/8. The only difference here is I'm going to be scoring on the 1/2 inch, whoops, and the 1 inch on all 4 sides of this cardstock. Okay. All right, and that's all I need that for right now. So we can get rid of this. And okay, so we're going to do some cutting, and we're going to do the same. It's the same idea on both. First, let's do some burnishing, and I need to be slower with the burnishing also, because I think that could have been a problem too last week. I just get carried away. So it's always good with 3D items to actually really burnish, and when you're burnishing, make sure your angles are right on. Okay, so that's all 4. Okay. And one more side here before we start cutting. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to cut into, I'm just going to use the the narrow sides, and I'm going to cut, let's see, do I want to do that? This always messes me up too anyway. All right, I don't think it's going to matter which way I do it, but I'm going to cut in here all the way. Then I'm going to cut in, so I'm cutting to the 2-inch mark. Then I'm going to cut here to the 2-inch mark again. Here up the 1 inch and get rid of this square. And here I'm just going to trim down these corners just to make it easier to tuck. Okay, and you're going to do that for all 4 sides. So I'm going to cut in to the 2-inch mark on both sides, cut up to the 1-inch mark, 1-inch mark, and trim the corners here. And normally, like I said, we would just be using this panel here, but because this is going to have a little bit more support to it, we want it to be that extra flap is going to give it what we need. Okay, and there we go. And I think later on I think I'm going to go ahead and do the just cut into those little guys too on the bigger flaps, because that might make it a little easier to tuck those in too, because that's what's going to get tucked in. Okay. All right. So let's just give this a little corner piece there on all 4 sides. Okay. All right. That's good. And we're going to do the same thing to our lid. Burnishing. And we can always adjust it a little bit when we're doing the trimming. And then the actual decorating of the box is really, really simple with this one. We're just doing one run through with one of the dies. Okay, so I'm going to cut through here and here up to the 2-inch mark. Get rid of this tab. Get rid of this tab, and it really doesn't matter which way you go in, even if you end up having the tab going the other way. I think in my practice one, I had one of these tabs going the opposite way, which is not a big deal. It's all going to get folded in. Sometimes you just get crazy when you're turning it all these different angles, but it will all work out. Okay, and let's see, I have just 2 more to do, and we'll be good to go. And our cardstock is so healthy. It's so thick that, and actually some of it is thicker than others. Some cardstocks you're picking up and you're like, can't tell if it's where it's from, but it is it's just because of the quality that is made with each of them that you can use it for a box or a bag. Okay, so we're good here. All right, let's get rid of all that. Now we'll go back here and we're going to just start to fold these in. Now this is going to be the extra tab that's going to give it the extra security, the extra sturdiness. Now I ran out of my my Stamp & Seal Plus, which I definitely would have used on this, or you could use liquid glue, but so I'm just using I would use the liquid glue, but because of the video, I just want to do it faster, and so I'm just going to use my regular seal. and maybe put a little bit more on than I would. I have my Seal Plus being on its way, so I'm not sure when that's coming. All right, so now we're going to start to make our box just like we always do, and we're not going to worry about these top flaps. So just make your corner as straight as you can, tuck these in, and it should make a nice right angle there. Okay, and then one more. There. Okay, and if you were doing liquid glue, you might have to just hold it just a few more seconds. Okay, so here's where the sturdiness comes in. We're going to flap these guys in, and I think that's why I do this, just to corner those little edges, because it makes it a lot easier. And they seem like they're going to go down nice. So I would take my liquid glue or my Seal Plus, and this is an awkward angle, but let's see if I can do this. Go through this stuff like crazy. All right, and I just do my my sides first, my longer sides. If it wasn't tucking in really nicely here, I would just give that a trim, this side here, if it, you know, if it didn't fit right in there. And that would just be for, you know, like I said, scoring was wrong, or you cut it a little bit over to the side. Well, okay, and we're going to put this down there. All right, and then the same here. And you'll be surprised how much added stability it gives to that. It's a little extra step that you have to take when you're scoring and cutting, but I think it's worth it. I think this is like, just, you'll see when you start yours. It's just so much sturdier than our usual ones. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here. This is a little smaller area to work with, but it should be okay. And I forgot to do my little tabs in on these guys here. So let me just do that. And I think I should do all of them. Okay. And one more side. Okay. Now, let's just put those together the same way. We're just matching up our corners. And that should give us a nice lid for our gift box. Okay, and now I'm going to fold these in a little bit. Okay, so this one looks like it's off just a smidge, so I'm just going to give it a little trim. Nobody will see that. You just want it to lay down as nice as possible. So, okay. Still works, still gives it the stability that it needs. Okay. I think I'm going to go back to my snail. And this goes in there, nice and tight. Just gets a little awkward on the third and fourth round here. Okay, that's fine. That's why the silicone mat comes in handy. You're not picking up the glue from paper, and then it gets all over yourself. Speaking from experience. Okay, so there we have our nicely fitting gift box, right? and it's dirty. I'm telling you, it's dirty. Okay, let's do some decorating, okay? So what we're gonna do here is I'm using the, and these measurements will be on there again, but I'm using the Heartwarming Hugs DSP. That's what I used here on our sample one. And we can put this on first. We're gonna do a little bit of die cutting, just because I wanna show you how simple it was to get these two slopes out of one pass. All right, so let's just do that. Get this on here. Come on. Okay, and I have this guy already cut out. He's over here. Okay, so we're gonna put him, I'm not gonna put anything on the box until I know that, you know, that all the stamping worked out. So let me put this here, and I have to bring in the cut and emboss machine, so things might get a little shaky, but I think it's okay. And like I did on my video, I shared, and I think I put this on my Facebook page also, I was amazed that a dryer sheet could work so well with these dies. Especially when I was prepping for one of the classes, I just couldn't believe what a great idea that was. So for the tree here, I'm using the it's from the In the Pines bundle, and for this guy here, we're just going to use the swirly one with the dots to make our border. And the only thing we have to remember, so I'm going to put my dryer sheet down. I should have cut it, but I'll just put it that way. Okay, so this is going to go in here, right on top. And the only thing we have to remember is this is the cutting edge here on the top. So if I wanted, in this case, I wanted the cutting edge to be on the top because I wanted my dots to be on the bottom. And then what we're going to do is take the opposite side of that and make our background slope. Okay, so let me just cut this because I don't want it to get, because it does leave, it's the only thing you have to remember is that it leaves a little bit of a film on your plate, but you can just take a little baby wipe and that will be fine. So this is a piece of just 4 1/4 or 5 1/4, I believe. I have it on there by 3 because I wanted to have enough space to just be able to get 2 out of it, but not have it too big where I didn't really want to have to trim it again. Okay, so I'm just laying my, I don't think, yeah, I guess you can see this here. I'm just laying this on here, and you can make your slopes whatever, at whatever angle you want. I think I'm just going to put this guy right here in the middle and send him through. If you wanted, if you would put a little, washi tape there, that holds that baby down, that's fine. Okay, I hope that's not shaking too much. All right, that's all we have to do. Let me get rid of this. And now here is the beauty of this. So we have 2 pieces, but watch this if you haven't seen it before. It pulls out every single dot. I'm not kidding you, it's amazing. And let's see, there's 1, 2, only 2 dots were left in here, which is easily able to clean that out. Okay, so we have our 2 pieces. Now what I want to do is just kind of place them on here first to make sure I know which way I want them. Now this is I had the die up a little high here, so I might make that my background die, and this one will be my up front one. A little bit of piece of glue, okay? So if I had had my die down here a little more, which is what it looked like I did there, it would have been more exact to what that is. But that's not a problem because I'm still going to do my tree image on on that top piece. So let's bring that out. And all I know, and that might even work out better because it does cover it up a little bit here. So let's get our tree image out of the pack. And before I put it on my block, I'm going to make sure it is where I want it to be. So I'm going to start here. I don't need that. And I'm just going to press, sort of like use it as the Stamparatus. Just press very lightly and kind of manipulate it wherever I want it to go. And then I can just copy that on top. And then this guy will go right on top there with dimensionals. All right, so that's all I'm worrying about is just the center pieces. I'm using crumb cake ink to pick up on the crumb cake base of the box, and also I'll do my sentiment in that also. So give that some ink, and let's see how that goes. It should be, and then I can still move it around as however I want it once I'm here. Okay, I think that's good. Every time it's different, which is a good thing. All right, so this we know now we can put up here. And I'm gonna put it right down to the bottom. And this one will go on here with dimensionals. So I can fit my tree. I can move my tree over on this one. Maybe make it here. Okay, let's do that. Let me just stamp the sentiment then on here, on the bottom piece. And that, I just used the Season's Greetings, I believe. Yeah, same one that I had used before. And I think that's straight. Not sure. I should check. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right, let's put this baby together. So, this one is going on here. Just like it all to be built up from the bottom. So, and this piece is the size of the white. It's not the Whisper White. It's not the size of the DSP. So that has a nice tight fit. I do like a little bit of border around it. Okay, and we can put this guy on with just a few little, that's fine. And he can go here. I guess I like him over there too. Is he straight? Move you over a little bit, guy. Okay. All right. Now we're going to put him on with dimensionals. Before I do that, I think I can put it on the box now because I don't want to have to squish it when I get that dimensional on there. So this is just going right onto the box. Straight and center, and you could do it without the bottom being on. I gotta get it straight. It's hard to do it at an angle, but okay, good enough. You get the idea. All right, and now I'm just going to take a little bit of my foam strips, my foam sheets, and pop this up with that. And I think I can do that. That's a little too short, so a little too long. Let's take one here. These sheets are fantastic. Instead of using, don't you love them? Instead of using all those dimensionals, which I still use, but if you can do it quicker, why not? And you can just make your own designs. Nobody will see. All right, let's see. I better cut that. All right, I think that's good enough. All right, let's let's get the tops off of this, and we can put this one right on top, making sure that it's right on level with the other ones. Look how pretty that is. So it really doesn't even matter. I think I almost like this better. It looks more like a real snow slope. And I had my red rhinestones out. I had them out for my retreat in a box. So that's how quick and easy this is. So let's see, where's my thing? My little thingy. And, oh, that one's gone. Oh, here he is. Okay, so let's see, just 1, 2, and 3. And then if you wanted to put, jeez, they are going all over the place today. And maybe I'll put one here. Okay. Oh, I love it. I just love this box. And what I did here was I just wrapped a little of the red twine around it and made a bow. Or, as an afterthought, I did a little tag, I'll show you, and which was just done literally with scraps. That's a little too loose, but you get the idea. And here's this little tag that I did. Just this little leaf die is part of the curvy dies, and this too. So, and the stamp set was from something else. I just wanted something as a to and a from so that I could just get that right on there. So that is it. I hope that you'll check into the, see if there's any questions. No? Good evening from Spain. Hello, Carmen. Wow. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, so that's our box. That's our little curvy celebrations party that we had going on here. I think they're so simple and so adorable, and you'll get so much use out of it. Here, I forgot to mention that I did different trees. Both of those trees came out of the In the Pine set. So you can take your choice, or you can put a snowflake. You can put anything you want there. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you, let's see if I can bring you up without getting everybody backwards. Did that work? Okay, I think so. Okay, thank you so much, ladies, for joining me today. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like it or subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss next week's. We do this every Wednesday, and there's Price Patrol, and because I do appreciate your sharing. And if you have any questions about this project or any project that I'm showcasing, feel free to just put it down in the comments, and I'll go through it. And as soon as I can get this uploaded, and then it'll be on my blog with the project sheet, supply list, measurements, everything that you need. Okay? Thanks again. Have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.